Hello students, welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll solve the fourth and final writing passage of the May 2018 US SAT, A Ray of Sunshine for the US Economy. The solar power industry in the US has seen dramatic growth during recent years as energy consumers have sought to become more self-sufficient, diminish their environmental impact, and lowering their energy bills. Okay, so I have energy consumers have sought to become more self-sufficient, diminish their environmental impact, and lower their energy bills. This is parallel structure, right? So to become, diminish, and lower, they have to be similar to one another. So and lower their energy bills. D is the best answer. Option A is wrong because you can't have a full stop in the middle of a sentence. Option B is wrong because plus they can lower their doesn't make sense because I can simply join the three items with an and here. And with lower energy bills is not correct because I'm trying to say that they have become self-sufficient, they have diminished their environmental impact. So I need to use lower as a verb, while here lower is used as an adjective. So this is not correct. As a result of increased demand for solar energy, the solar power industry now offers one of the fastest growing career paths in the country. From 2010 to 2014, the overall number of solar jobs in the US economy held steady with the addition of approximately 80,000 jobs in manufacturing, sales and distribution, installation, and more. Which choice most effectively interprets data from the table to set up the information provided in the rest of the sentence? Okay, so 2010 to 2014. Okay, so we are talking about growth rate. Overall growth rate was 85.9%. And the number of jobs added is also given here. Okay, so the number of solar jobs in the US economy held steady. That doesn't really make sense because to hold steady would mean that it was almost at the same level. It didn't decline, but it didn't rise also. But here we have seen a whopping growth rate of almost 86%. So I don't like option A. Skyrocketed by nearly 86%, right? This is a good option because it is accurate and it also uses the word skyrocketed, which indicates that this growth was stellar. So I like C. It increased not by 72, it increased by 86. So it's not B. And it did not fluctuate. The overall number of jobs rose by a steady 86%. So C. Comprising just over half of solar jobs in 2014, installation is the largest single sector of the solar power industry. Job opportunities in installation had soared. From 2010 to 2014, the number of solar installation jobs increased 121% to 20,185 jobs in 2014, more than the number of manufacturing jobs. Which choice most effectively uses data from the table to support the point made in the first part of the sentence? So we know that the number of jobs increased 121% in installation to 20,185 jobs in 2014. No, that's the jobs in sales and distribution. So option A is inaccurate. From 43,934 jobs to 97,31 jobs. 43,934 to 97,31. Yeah, so this is correct because it accurately captures the growth in installation. Less than the growth rate for jobs in manufacturing. No, manufacturing was less than installation. Installation was the one with the highest growth rate, so it's not C. And this is obviously wrong because we have already seen that B is correct. So B is the answer. These jobs are open to people at a variety of experience levels. While many solar installers have taken courses at technical schools or community colleges, the only requirement beyond a high school diploma is usually an apprenticeship or other on-the-job training. With California leading the country in solar jobs, jobs in this sector of the solar industry are quite profitable. Which choice introduces the material that follows in the paragraph? Okay, in 2013, solar installers' wages averaged $23 per hour, comparable to those of skilled electricians and plumbers. So with California leading the country, that doesn't really make sense because I'm not talking of geography anywhere in this paragraph. I'm basically talking about how solar industry jobs are quite profitable. So I don't like A. In addition to being abundant and accessible, yeah, so this is a good option because one, they are open to people at a variety of experience levels. So they are accessible, and because it is a sector that's growing, the job opportunities are abundant, right? So in addition to being those, they also pay well. Jobs in this sector are quite profitable. So this is a good introduction. Though they are less plentiful in some areas, no. So this is not really important at this stage because I'm talking about solar sector as a whole, which is seeing stellar growth. So C is not good. Also requiring some knowledge of maintenance. Again, this is not a good introduction to talking about the wages in solar sector because I have to introduce that part. You know, what you need has already been talked about. So B is the best answer. In 2013, solar installers' wages averaged $23 per hour, comparable to those of skilled electricians and plumbers. So here I have to compare wages with wages. So this looks good because when I say those of, I'm talking about the wages of. So the way it's written is good. Comparable to a skilled electrician or plumber is not correct because I'm comparing the wages to, as I said, wages. So I cannot compare it to an electrician. Comparable to wages earned by a skilled electrician and plumbers. So here I have a parallel structure problem. I'm talking about plural solar installers, plural plumbers. So I have to say plural skilled electricians. I can't use the singular. And here again, I have a problem of comparison. I'm saying skilled electricians when I should be talking about wages. So A is the best answer. The rapid proliferation of well-paying jobs in solar installation are largely attributable to the falling price of solar energy. So here I have to decide the correct verb, and the subject for this verb is proliferation, which is singular. So my verb should also be singular. The rapid proliferation of well-paying jobs is largely attributable to. So that's the best answer. Are, have been, and are being are plural, so they are wrong. Is largely attributable to the falling price of solar energy. So here it's just a continuous sentence, so I don't need any punctuation. I can't have a colon in the middle of a sentence, so option A is wrong. There is no break in the sentence between a dependent and an independent clause or a modifier and an independent clause, so a comma is not needed. And similarly, a dash is not needed. Technological innovation has made components less expensive, while tax subsidies and other governmental incentive programs have offset some of the costs of installation for businesses and individuals. Also, the efficiency of solar installation companies has increased as the industry has matured, reducing costs still further. All of these factors have driven down the cost of equipment and installation for solar power systems, which fell by more than 50% between 2010 and 2013. Solar power is now competitive with other energy sources in many markets. This leads corporations, utility companies, and private homeowners to use it. So which choice most effectively combines the sentences? Solar power is now competitive with energy sources in many markets. a development that has led corporations, utility companies, and private homeowners to use it. So this is a good way to combine it because I'm talking about how solar power has become competitive with other energy sources, and this development has led a number of players to use it. So this is precise and conveys the meaning. Markets, an aspect of solar power that has led. So this is just unnecessarily repetitive. I can simply say a development that has led to its increasing use. So this uses more words than are necessary. Such competition has led. Okay, I don't think I want to use competition in the context here, because if I say it's competitive, I'm basically saying that it's now offered at the same price or close to the same price as traditional energy sources. So it's not really about competition, it's more to do with pricing. And with this competition leading. So again, I'm not sure that competition is the best word in this context. So A. Indeed, the primary reason most consumers cite for installing new solar power systems is not to benefit the environment, but to save money. Because some power companies don't provide information about saving money over helping the environment, technological and economic developments in the solar power industry ensure they are doing both. Which choice provides the best transition from the previous paragraph? So in the previous paragraph, I noticed that consumers now actually say that they are installing solar power because it is cost effective. So that's the primary reason. So because some power companies don't provide information, that doesn't really make sense. If consumers are installing solar power because it's cost effective, then it can't be A. Even though consumers of solar power systems may prioritize saving money over helping the environment, technological and economic developments ensure that they are doing both. Yeah, so this is a good transition because I said that consumers prioritize saving money. And even though that may be true, effectively they are doing both. They are saving the environment as well. While it remains unclear whether people in urban areas prefer saving money over helping the environment. So that doesn't make sense because there is no mention of the distinction between urban and rural. We are just talking about a general trend of people adopting it because it's cost effective. Since just installing solar panels doesn't immediately guarantee that people will prioritize saving money over helping the environment. So this is just weirdly worded because what people prioritize is not something that can be guaranteed by installing solar panels. So the best answer is B. Consumers are not the only ones for whom solar power is a win-win scenario. Though, as a result of their own efforts, industry employees can meet demand for an environmentally friendly service while also making a good living for themselves. Okay, so I think this has to be broken up first because I'm saying consumers are not the only ones for whom solar power is a win-win scenario, though. And then, as a result of their own efforts, industry employees can meet demand for an environmentally friendly service. So, consumers prioritize saving money, but effectively, they also save the environment when they use solar power. But then, they are not the only group for whom solar power is win-win. And then I'm saying, even for the companies that provide solar power, it's a win-win situation. So I need to put a break at though. So obviously the way it's written is not correct. I can't have a comma between two independent sentences. So this is not right. Yes, this is correct because I can put a colon and then I can explain what that means, right? So consumers are not the only ones for whom solar power is beneficial. And then as a result of their own efforts. So this is a good option. And I can also use a dash to expand on something, but this comma is incorrect, right? I don't need a comma here. So C is the best answer. Okay, industry employees can meet demand for an environmentally friendly service while also making a good living for themselves. Yeah, so the way it's written looks good. No redundancy here. While they also, meanwhile, make a good living for themselves. So when I say while, it automatically means at the same time. So this meanwhile is redundant. So B is wrong. While simultaneously making a good living for themselves at the same time. So again, simultaneously and at the same time is redundant. While making a good living for themselves is something they can do at the same time. So this is unnecessarily wordy. So the best answer is A. Okay, let's grade this. 34. DCBBA, DCBBA, CCABCA, CCABCA. Okay, great. So we got all correct. Hope this exercise helped. If it did, hit like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Take care. Bye-bye.